Danny Lightning here, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your guild showdown to do the most damage to the enemies. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about are boosts. Any type of boost you have applies to guild showdown. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go to army attack, and we're going to put on a 50% or a 20% army attack boost. Defense doesn't do much, so if you have a defense boost, don't use that. Use an attack boost. Alright, so right now I put on a 50% attack boost when I signed up for Guild Showdown. So now my attack is 50% stronger, which is pretty big. Now the next thing, if I go to my prison, for having a level 59 leader captured, I get a 23% attack boost. If that was a level 60 hero, I think I would get like I think it's 40% attack boost maybe. Alright, so pop an attack boost, try and capture somebody's leader, and the other thing is your altar. Alright, if you have killed enemy leaders, your altar gives you some pretty huge boosts, alright? So if I had somebody's leader, I would have a 38% attack boost, a 38% defense boost, a 38% hit point boost, and some travel speed. So if I was lucky enough to have killed somebody's leader and had this boost going, that would give me an additional amount of boost. So right now I've got about a 75% attack boost going. And if I had this, it would be well over 100% attack boost. So that would be huge for Guild Showdown, or attacking anybody, if you had all of that going. I just have about a 75% boost for the other two. Alright, so now we're going to look at, now that we've talked about popping boosts, because those all count, we're going to look at what troops and leaders to send. Alright, Guild Showdown. I'm going to show you what I sent. First off, you want to send your strongest troops. So if you're a T4 player, you only want to send T4. None of these troops are actually going to die. If you send T3 to this, or T2 or T1, you're not going to hit as hard. And you want to hit as hard as possible. So if you're a T4 player, only send T4 if possible. If you're a T3 player, only send T3 if possible. And I send an even amount of everything, as even as possible. Okay, when it comes to T4, I had more range than I had of the other two. So I used my 120 cavalry, my 109%, my 120%, oh my goodness, my 120,000 infantry, my 109,000 cavalry. I got a little bit of troops healing, so I don't have all of my troops out. So I sent as many as those two if I had, and then I did 146,000 T4 ranged. So I sent all T4 and tried to give it as even of amount of each as possible. You want to do the same with your T4 or your T3 if you're a T3 player. Try not to send T1s or T2s unless you absolutely have to. Now we're going to look at the heroes I sent, okay? These are the best heroes possible for a mixed set of troops, in my opinion. First is our ranged hero, Snow Queen or Ice Queen. I forget which one she's called, one or the other. That's our ranged hero. We have another ranged hero, Bomb and Goblin, but he gives all of your troops a boost, not just your ranged, which is awesome. Rose Knight gives all of your troops a boost, which is awesome. Alright, she's a cavalry hero. We have Child of Light, which is a cavalry hero and gives your cavalry a nice boost. And we have Demon Slayer, which is a cavalry hero and gives your infantry a boost. Now, you gotta make sure you send your leader. If you don't send your leader, your talents and your equipment are not going to work. And your attack is going to be extremely weak and you are going to get destroyed. Alright, this goes for any attack, just not Guild Showdown. You gotta make sure you're sending your leader and the correct troops to go along with it. Now let's look at what these leaders actually do. Some leaders don't have any attack boost at all. That's the first thing I'm going to show you, is what leaders not to send. Alright, let's pretend we're going to attack this guy. So, take a look at Trickster. I see people sending Trickster to Guild Showdown constantly. Look right here. there is absolutely no boost for any type of troops, so he is a horrible hero to send. Alright, Scarlet Bolt, she has an infantry defense boost of 50%. You might say, oh, well, that's good. No, defense is not good. Defense is not good at all. Alright, defense is awful. You want to look for hit points, and you want to look for attack in your heroes. So, like I said, Rose Knight, army attack, 20% for all troops, and she's got cavalry max hit points. So hit points and attack, the two most important things. She has both. Demon Slayer, attack and hit points for infantry. Awesome. Bomb and Goblin. Alright, he's got attack for all types of troops. Awesome. Cavalry. Alright, Child of Light. Attack and hit points for cavalry. Awesome. For range, she has attack and hit points for ranged. Awesome. Now there's some alternate heroes which are also good. Like if I were sending all ranged, I would be picking this one because it's got attack, 30% attack for range. I would pick this one because it gives me attack for all troops. I would pick this one. I would go down and pick her. Now I need one more ranged hero. I would probably pick whatever her name is. I can't think right now because she's got either an attack or a defense boost for range. So she's not an ideal main hero, but she's a good secondary hero. Once you run out of heroes with attack and or hit points, then you move on to the ones that just have one or the other. So if I were only sending ranged, which would be a really bad idea because you would probably get destroyed in Guild Showdown if you're only sending one troop type. It's very easy to counter one troop type or two troop types. That's why I send all three. So no matter what the enemy has, you have something in there that's going to counter what they send. It seems to be harder to defeat a set of mixed troops than just one or two troop types. Now with Guild Showdown, it's random. You never know what the enemy is going to be sending. So, you gotta just send mixed. It seems to do the best. Alright, you gotta make sure you're in your war gear. And you've gotta make sure you're in your war talents. I've got my hit points maxed out. Health and hit points are the same thing in this game. And I've got the rest of my points put into attack. So I'm in my talents. I'm in my war gear. I've got my boosts. I've got the correct leaders and heroes, and I sent my strongest set of mixed troops, which are all of my T4s. Alright, so I hope this helps. That's how you set up for a proper thing of Guildfest. Make sure you're not sending the wrong heroes. Make sure you send your leader. Do not send heroes like Trickster. People are constantly sending Trickster to Guild Showdown, and she is not doing you one bit of good. Alright, you could have had an extra attack boost or something, but nope, you picked Trickster, which has no attack boost for your troops, no hit point boost for your troops. It is a worthless hero for attacking. Okay, Trickster is really good for the Colosseum, for monster hunting, and for some other things, but she is not good. He is not good for battle. This goes for any battle, not just Guild Showdown. This goes for real battles when you're attacking other players or defending your castle. You have to make sure you send the correct troops, leader, and hero according to what the other player has or what the other player is sending if possible. Like I said in Guild Showdown, you don't know what they're sending, so just send your best set of mixed troops and your best leaders for each troop type. Alright, don't send siege. Everybody likes to send siege too. That is a big no-no. Siege are only good for taking down walls. Siege do not hit very hard when they're attacking troops. So don't send siege. Please do not send siege, and please do not send the wrong leaders. Okay? If you send the wrong leaders and you send siege, you're going to get your butt kicked because they're both no good. No good for attacking other players. Siege are only good for walls. Now also remember, defense is not good. Don't pick leaders that have defense. Defense does next to nothing. We've tested this out several times, and defense does next to nothing. Hit points makes a huge difference. Attack boost makes a huge difference. Defense boost does next to nothing. Okay? Hope this video helps.